Hello, welcome to my podcast, Life, where we discuss you, me, and life in general. With me today, we have the ladies from Clean Jooce, Amelia on my right and Allison on my left. Last week, we had Samantha, the Chief Nutrition Officer for the Ministry of Health in Antigua, and she gave us some tips on health and nutrition. And following up, the ladies from Clean Jooce Food and from Antigua, right? Yes. So in this question, ladies, I know you all took a big step in keeping us healthy and have a food chain. Can I say food chain?
You can. That's our goal.
Yes,
So you can.
yes, around Antigua, and you promote juices, healthy juices, different food that you can combine and still keep the proper nutrients for the day. So, what got you all into this business? Who wants to answer this question?
Well, I can start. Our business actually came out of our lifestyle. For me, I had moved to Antigua about 3 years ago. And prior to moving here, this is the way that I would eat. Every morning I would have fresh juices and practicing a vegan, vegetarian lifestyle, but very tasty. And so when I moved here, I did not find that. Not that there are great places here to eat. I love the atoll, grew up with a lot of Rastafarian around me, so love that whole lifestyle. But juicing is a big part of my life, so that was a big part. So basically our business came out of our lifestyle.
Great. Amelia, what's your intake on that?
I think she covered it all. Yes.
And you all have different venues that you all go to or you all establish at. Is it mainly in town? I know you all are in town for sure.
Well, we started out at AUA, the university, and the reason that we started there was because obviously it was a more diverse crowd and students coming from all over the world, the US particular, Canada, England, and we know in the US there's a juice bar on every corner. There's a Panera Bread, which is a franchise that offer healthy paninis and coffee and soups. So we wanted to start somewhere where we know our audience is very familiar with what we were offering. So we started out at AUA. Then we branched out to Falmouth.
And we ended up moving out to town.
Okay. Yes, because I actually was on the other side of the island and I had to meet you all at Falmouth to get some of your juice, and I recommend it to anyone out there to get some of your is it pressed juice? What is it?
It's pressed juice. So basically what pressed juice is that we literally take the fruits or the veggies. So one of our most popular juices is called the green juice. And so we'll take kale, spinach, granny apples, celery, ginger, and lemon, and we put them in a juicer and we basically press it and the juice comes out. We add no sugar, no water, no milk. So it's literally, you would not sit and just have 2 or 3 apples, a few pieces of celery. But so we make it very easy for you to get the nutrients within these vegetables and fruits and in a very tasty way.
Great. Amelia, I'm going to take a real spin around. I want to know you all personally. I know you all personally, but I want your audience to know you a little bit more. What's your background? So Amelia, I'm going to start with you, right? Give us a little take on what do you do, what brought you into wellness. Is it your whole life you've been into wellness?
Overall, I've been into wellness my whole life, been exercising or eating. I thought I was eating properly, and over the past 4 years, as I went away to study marine biology and wildlife conservation, I really started to focus on what I'm eating, how and when. And so it kind of changed the whole concept of how you feel, your energy, and juicing and eating vegan or vegetarian, but everything balanced, you know, having ensure that you have all the fruits and vegetables, whether it's through juices or whether it's through a nice meal. And so I think my journey through wellness really started maybe 4 years ago.
Great. And Allison, your background and what brought you into Clean
Food'N Jooce.
Yes.
For me, it's a personal journey. I have been in aviation for the last 16 years. I've traveled the world, and apart from, first my journey with food started with my family. Within my family, there are some hereditary diseases that are very common, like my grandfather died of cancer. I watched my grandmother legs and arm be amputated because she was a diabetic. Very personal also to my mom, is a breast cancer survivor, and throughout my family there's just been a long history of cancer. And that has been a very personal fear of mine to inherit that. So as a result, the one thing that I know that I can do is watch my diet. I don't necessarily think that diseases are inherited. What's normally inherited is the habits of your family.
Yeah.
And so I was very intentional to not eat like my family have eaten in the past, because I've studied a lot about food and what meat does to your body, what sugar does to your body, what processed food. And so my career background is in aviation. I've been the general manager and project manager for a major airline for the last 16 years. And I've traveled all over the world, setting up the different location. And again, it's very hard to have a stable diet when you're traveling.
Yes.
But the one thing that's consistent throughout the world is fruits and veggies. No matter where you go, you can get fresh fruits and fresh veggies. And so again, sticking to the fact that I wanted to be healthy, I got into like being consistent with my diet, like and the fact that, traveling from time zone to jet lagging and having a very short limited of time to create a project. Like for instance, I would go to, whether it was Quito, Ecuador, Haiti, Mexico, Jamaica, and you had a very limited time to create this project of building a station. And so I would be sleeping maybe 4 or 5 hours a night. And so I couldn't allow myself, because I have a job to do, to just eat bad, like, most people usually do, because it's an excuse. You don't have time to cook. But again, you can always get fresh fruits and fresh vegetables. And so that was a lifestyle initially out of fear and wanting to be healthy, watching the sufferings that people that I love went through, that I started to adopt. And so when I moved here and I could not have that, I decided, let me create it for myself. And so out of creating it for myself, I was able to actually create a business that, many people actually, embrace and want and need.
Yeah, I mean, for me personally, now my mom cooks almost every day.
Which I love her mom's food.
But when I was on the go, and my mom got herself busy with the gardening, because that's another project she loves, I had to go to you all and say, okay, get me what I like that you would recommend, what I could have that was nutritious for the day, that I could take with me, and also the juices. And you guys, what I like about you guys, you all explain, and you all make it so simple, and the food is tasty also and healthy, and you make it comfortable to come back again and again, over and over again. And I love that, and I know a lot of people are willing to embrace that. But what do you all have to say to somebody that have not tried your menu yet?
Ask questions. I always tell people, like, I don't get offended when people come to me. Like, for instance, someone would come to us and go, why is your juice $20? You know, why, I can go down the street and get a local juice for $5. And that's a perfectly legitimate question, that deserves an explanation. Eating healthy can be expensive simply because it's not promoted within society. Everybody wants to push, get the Kool-Aid, get the milk, get the stuff, but they're not telling you the repercussion of that. So if you go to the supermarket, for instance, when you buy your favorite juice that I know is that you usually get the energy boost, which consists of ginger, beets, carrots, and celery. If you go to the store and you get, ginger, celery, beets,
$200.
It's much more than $20. And we make it, and you're probably, if you go and buy it that way, you're not going to eat it that way, because most people do not want to eat beets. Most people say beets taste like dirt. And when we juice the beets for them and we add something like ginger or lemon, that would take that taste that they're familiar with away. So I would say to everybody, research, take the time. It is I would say it's easier for you to spend $20 or $30 on a meal versus $120 on a doctor bill to figure out, why am I so tired? What is this pain in my chest? And, or to get the medication that will, really not help you, but just kind of sugarcoat the symptoms for a while.
One thing I would like to add is that for us, customer service is very important. And in case we want customers to feel comfortable and to come back, one of the things that many people will tell us, oh, it's veggie. Well, we try to adapt your meal based on your likings. So if you like meat, we will try and add a little bit of milk, top up with a ton of vegetable and super tasty. So that's what makes a difference, is that when you come to us, we try to adjust or adapt to your likings in order to be able to serve you the most adequate way possible.
And still stay healthy.
And
because what I would like the audience to know, that they have a choice. Nothing is wrong if you make the choice of eating another way, but you have a choice. This is why my podcast is here, to give you choices, and you know that you can't say, I'm too busy or I don't have the time. Because they could call you up, you do deliveries, you've come here many times and dropped off, and within reasonable time. I mean, I wouldn't say minutes.
Sometimes it's minutes, but yes. It depends on the demand.
Okay then. And you try to now be at every available spot that you within 20 minutes drive, that somebody, if they're close to English Harbor, or if they're living in Liberta, they can, get it in within, 15, 20 minutes in town, within that area. And then AUA if you live in the other side. So you all basically covering the whole island. Okay. That's good. They are food chain. I was right. Food chain.
We just trying, as you say, it's a healthy alternative. There's not much on island, especially with the times that are running. I think health conscious is something that everybody has been awareness to, and having this type of business at your hand, close by, allows you to always have the choice of, okay, today I'm going to have coconut, or I may have the healthy alternative, Clean Food'N Jooce.
Good. What I wanted to mention also, I know you all did some diet plan. I mean, not in a nutrition way, but you all gave, because you are a yoga instructor also. My another yogi friend, and my another soon to be yogi friend. Just my friend now. I'm just gonna add on yogi with that too. Yes. So I mean, you have been in the wellness in that step, and you know about fasting, because in yoga that's what they teach us about, the fasting meditation. And I know you all came up with a plan which a lot of people embrace into having this fasting, because it should be part of your life. You're going on and on and on. At some point you need to detox your body from all that intake of food, no matter whether it's healthy or not. You need to give your body a break to digest and to break down all that toxins within the body.
So
yeah.
During COVID, the lockdown, we were just like, so what are we gonna do? And one of the things that we realized is that now we had time to give our body a break, whether it is mentally, spiritually, or even our body. So we went through a 30 days fast, and that was one of the most amazing experience, to be honest, as we were able to just stop our digestive system of consuming all that energy from our body and being able to utilize the energy on other aspects of our body, because we have to now understand that our body naturally is able to heal us, but based on the activities that we create, your energy is more focused on digesting instead of being able to go and cure illness that you may have here or other aspects. So we created quite a bit of videos, and based on that, we were able to create a 3, 5, 10 days fast or detox, which is juices throughout the day and a healthy meal at night, or you can even do 3 to 5 or 10 days only juicing. The effects are amazing. You remember?
It would be, you know, after you keep going, you're eating. Yes, I was doing a meditation, one of my meditation, well, not one of my meditation, I attended a meditation class, and the teacher, he was saying that we are so greedy as human beings. We just want to receive, we do not give. So even in our inhalation, we inhale so fast. We do not even take time to inhale. We just want to grasp it. If you will just like inhale. I say breathe. Everybody just breathe. You know, we are too greedy with it. Take your time. Inhale. Take time to inhale. Take time to exhale. And your inhalation should be a little bit like a lesser count, and your exhalation more of a count. Like you inhale for 4, exhale for 8. So that you release all that toxin also. So just by breathing, you can even detox yourself. But going on a fasting, that is so amazing. And I have to applaud you guys for doing 30 days. I just really make it to 5 days. Really, I need to take this a little bit more serious.
We had each other, and we were like supportive.
Okay, so
one day we had a down floor, and the other one would be like, come on, we're almost there. So that was good.
I need to nudge my sister to encourage me to stay on my 30 days. Yeah. And one more question, Allison, which I'm going to put to you. I met you the other day, and you were telling me about doing health plan for the person lifestyle.
Right.
Do you want to say a little bit more on that? I don't want to overstep.
No, we have a lot of customers that would call and they would say, I've just been diagnosed with cancer, or I'm a diabetic, or I'm just really fatigued all the time. And you know, again, juice cleanse is a great way, being that for me, again, I have watched my mom, I really don't want to talk about this, but she's a cancer survivor twice, and a big part of her healing has been juicing. So I feel like it's such a blessing, and it's so amazing to be able to help others on this journey. And I'm not a doctor, so I don't want to get too deep into it, but I can tell you, again, the body can heal itself. But you have to be intentional, you have to be disciplined, and you have to do your research. You know, so a lot of times when people would say to me, what's good for a diabetic? I would say, this is what I recommend. Here are my research, but please do yours. Consult your physician. And then once you have completed that, then we can start the juice cleanse or the detox program with you. So again, we're not medical profession. We are not. Again, this lifestyle have worked for me, as Amelia shared. When we went on our 30-day detox plan, some of the results that we had, for me, I've always struggled with fibroids. I've actually had surgery to remove my fibroids. They actually grew back. And I just thought, this is something I'm going to have to keep going back and getting removed. But when we did that 30-day juice cleanse, they shrunk and I haven't had an issue since because I continue. We at least every few months we'll continue to do a juice cleanse, maybe once every 2 months, not 30 days. I can't get it 30 days again. And yeah, so, and also to mental clarity. During that time, I never had to set an alarm clock. My body naturally would wake up. It's funny, this morning, your sister called me and it was like 7 o'clock and I'm like, hi, how are you? And she goes, you've had your juice, haven't you? And I was like, actually I have. So the benefits of just basically, again, giving your body a break to allow it to reset itself by feeding it just natural things from the earth versus, you know, the cheese, the meat, the sugar, all of that creates mucus in your body. Yes. Mucus is the #1 leading cause for creating diseases in your body. We're actually I am a big follower of Dr. Sebi also too. So I've studied a lot of his work and many others. So back to your original question, which was
no, your health plan.
Health plan was what? How does the health plan help you when you have various conditions? Again, do your research. When we suggest a meal plan, whether it's a detox program, whether it's a juice cleanse, whether it's a vegan diet. Yesterday I had a customer call and she goes, my doctor recommended I have a blood transfusion because my iron level is so low. And she says, I don't want to do that. Can you help me? And her first take was, I need a lot of steak. I need tons of steak. And for me, I'm just like, oh, but I don't want to judge. I try to meet them where they are. Yeah. So I said, okay, fine, no problem. I'm going to create for you a salad. The base of it is going to be tons of spinach, which have lots of iron, kale, some roasted beets, some lots of beans, and then if you insist, I will add the steak onto it. She goes, yes, I have to have the steak. And then I said to her, well, your order is on the way. However, do you mind if I recommend a plant-based detox program for you that would provide you with the iron that you need? And she goes, yes, please, thank you. And so I sent that off to her. And so I said, please, again, do your research, consult your physician, and then get back to me, and we can start whenever you're ready.
Yeah, so you heard it from the ladies from Clean Jooce, and they gave us a lot of information to work with, and it's brilliant. And you meet a lot of people with different issues and able to work a diet for them. And here their plea, and sometimes it's because they don't know the nutrients they need, and you can assist them with it. And if they insist, then you're able to comply with what they need and still recommend what they could have, which is good in a whole. And I want to thank you all for coming out, taking this time to come out to my podcast.
Thank you for
thank you to Miranda Ashley too.
And yes, my sister Miranda Ashley, she has decked us out in our clothing. And I can't have them stand it. Yeah. And this is cloth, actually. This is what Allison is wearing, is cloth. And they are based in Trinidad. And we carry their clothing line here in Antigua. But Miranda, let me say, I'm Marlene Askey for the podcast live. Miranda Askey Design carry the clothing line for cloth from Trinidad. So if you're interested, necklace, everything I have on here is from Miranda Askey Designs. And then also Allison, Amelia. Allison is over here. Amelia, she's wearing the red outfit, and it's a jumper, isn't it? Yeah. So thank you, Miranda Askey from Miranda Askey Design, for sponsoring our outfit tonight.
Yes, I would actually like to ask her to create some outfits for Clean Jooce, because I'm sure you guys are going to be very disappointed when you come to Clean Jooce. We're just in our t-shirt, no makeup and stretch pants, but we're still super friendly.
Yes, and to follow up this video, we will be showing a collage of different menus, their meals, and the
Juices.
ladies, we're gonna follow up with some pictures so you have an idea of what their meal look like and what they offer to
And
our
the benefits.
and the benefits. And if you're overseas, please check them out. Their number, the information will be all on the next video.
Yes.
So please follow up and how to contact them. And if you're on the other side of the island, no matter where you're at, you can get in touch with them. Thank you, ladies. Thank you. We
Thank
are
you.
doing great. Thank you.
for having us.
Okay. Until next time.
And also on social media, you can find us at Clean Food'N Jooce Antigua on Facebook or Instagram.
Yeah. Amelia, anything you need to say?
I'm
Okay.
more than fine. Thank you, ladies.
Bye.
Have a great
Love you all.
day.
Bye.